thank you for this moment in the shed because it is that special.
Thanks for the book plug.
No problem. Nice handle for the door. He doesn't miss a detail, people. Not a detail. So here's some more. Jeez Louise, look at this. I'd watch Harry Potter, but you guys have taken it to a whole new level. All right, so now we're into your backyard, and this is an oasis. Just an oasis. It's gorgeous. Oh, let's talk about this. People try to do this, and they don't always carry it off.
Yeah, I've been struggling this year with it. It used to be all hens and chicks and sedums, and every winter I'd lose some of the hens and chicks. Sedums have seemed to stay, but it got expensive to
keep replacing
buy
them.
30 new hens and chicks each year. So I use this. This is another Harry
starter.
Potter project. It's a propagation station, the Neville Longbottom's propagation station.
Of course it is. And of course everything is tagged and marked, so if you
Yeah.
come, you know.
So I propagate them and then I throw them in here. And again, they're just annuals, so I know they're going to die because this stays out all winter.
And the other thing is when they're succulents, a lot of times they're slow.
Yes.
You know, it takes time to fill in.
Yeah.
All right, so I love this. So there's a beautiful bell here. I haven't rung it. No, here.
Yeah.
There we go. But it says, ring the bell. If no answer, pull the weeds. I mean, it's beautiful and it's gorgeous as a garden should be, but there's whimsy everywhere. Tell me about this lady of the garden. I have some ladies of the garden, but none less quite. Where is she from?
That's just my in-laws gave it to us. They were downsizing and they had that. You know, it's plastic.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's just something fun to have.
And nice that you give the spiders a chance to grow down.
Yeah.
So tell me about this tree. I've never seen a river birch before. Look at this, people. Can I
Yeah,
touch it?
it's-
Is it okay to touch
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a spectacular tree. The one thing I would say is never plant a tree that's close to your house.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
sure.
mistake. Sally Cunningham used to come here with TV stations, and she'd always tell the cameraman, "Don't show those trees."
Because they shouldn't be there. They should be
shouldn't be
further
there.
out. It's
Yeah.
massive. How old is it? Do you know anything about it?
I planted it.
Oh, you planted this?
Yeah, I bought it from Urban Roots on their opening year, and I believe they're in their 17th or 18th year, so it's only 17 or 18
That's
years
not very
old.
long for the size of this tree.
Right.
Does it get infected? Is it a big bug magnet or is it pretty good?
No, it's great. It's great. It's just that as it gets more mature, like any tree, it starts dropping more stuff at different times of the year.
That's amazing. Okay, so let's loop around, I guess. A lot of what you do in this part of the garden is pot gardening, which is surprising to me. I don't know what I expected, but it's beautiful, but I would never have thought that. I mean, I think everybody thinks, oh, my garden plants are for the inside, and in the summertime I just need to plant annuals and perennials. But you've created a whole oasis here by bringing out pots.
Yeah, because it's a driveway. In Buffalo, in summertime, driveways become patios. And so these are, about a third of them are houseplants. About a third are perennials in pots, like a lot of these hostas.
You have your hostas in pots? Those,
1, 2, 3, 4,
and do you leave them out all year?
5, 6, 7. No, I put them in the shed because the pots are not winter hardy. The
Okay.
plants are. The plants would prefer to be outside,
Right.
covered in snow, but the pots aren't. So I do have to put the pots in the shed.
So let's talk a little bit. Some of these are bulbs, like the oxalis are bulbs. Some are plants. Is there a problem with deer in the city? Because
No.
out where I live, the deer will eat all these.
No. Dear. Our natural enemies here are bunnies and squirrels.
And do they bother you?
The bunnies will eat. The bunnies will eat stuff. The rabbits will eat stuff. There's a lot of rabbits, and they're very, very brave here in the city. I mean, they're on the sidewalks in the evenings with us, you know. And they'll eat some hostas. Another great reason to have hostas and pots in the city. And,
You can control it.
Yeah, and then squirrels they just do whatever they do. A lot of digging. Not too
Okay.
destructive.
So let's talk again. Whimsy, people. Can you peek through? Look at this. And what is that water? Is that to water your plants? Is that just for fun?
That's just for fun. That's actually a scupper that has the same purpose as a gargoyle on a church. It's really just to drain water away.
Got
It's
it.
normally at the end of a spout, a water
Okay,
spout.
got it. Now let's talk about this. Again, your artwork is mind-boggling because it never just stops. Tell me what these are and tell me how you got started. You made these.
Yeah, I make and sell these actually. I probably made over 200 of these, different heights. and you'll see them around the city. If you're driving around or you're going Garden Walk Buffalo or some of the suburban garden tours, you're going to start seeing them around. I started making them about 4 or 5 years ago. I sell them at the garden art sale, which was last weekend at the
Botanical Gardens.
Botanical Gardens. I'm chair of that now. So I didn't sell any this year, but I did make some. And I just sold, as a matter of fact, a friend from Tennessee, from outside of Nashville, she just took 12 of them this week down to Nashville.
To sell for you?
No, to sell at cost to some of her
Friends.
good clients and friends. And I told her if she is going to sell them at retail, let me know how much she sells them for, because I'm very
You could
curious.
pluck it up.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show this picture too. It's a before and after, and I don't know. So that's what the driveway looked like in 2001, 24 years ago. And there's 2019 with the shed and the greens. And everywhere, like, you don't waste anything. You know, who would put a grate out here like that from your heating grate, right?
That's a heating grate, and above that, that's just a floor mat sort of thing to scrape your boots on.
Look how beautiful. It just adds to the beauty. All right, tell us about your plate collection. This is not something you've made.
No, I've been collecting these for years from a few different vendors. I started off with a friend of mine, Terry Flagg, an old, she's not old, a copywriting friend. She used to work in the ad agencies, and I used to work in the ad agencies. And she started making these, so I bought some of hers, and then I started buying from others. So now every year at the garden art sale, I'll buy 1 or 2.
And it's not just those are decorations. They are blended into these beautiful grasses.
Yeah, Japanese forest grass.
Beautiful. And again, here are these are the first ones you made for yourself, correct?
Yeah, those are my experiments.
Yeah, and they just add to it. And more pots, more pots, more pots.
More pots, more pots.
And then vines. I don't think I showed this very well. So back on your back wall, you have strung just regular string, looks like, and knots with.
Yeah, it's just wire string, and
And you're growing blackberries,
yeah, I just string the blackberries to it. Instead of letting the blackberries do their bramble thing,
right?
I just lash them to these.
I'm going to step over here because
Yeah.
these are more developed,
Yeah,
and you can see.
and it's all.
See
It's
the
a big
berries?
diamond shape that they're in.
Yeah.
You'll find diamond shapes throughout the entire garden. That's sort of my running graphic theme.
Why?
I wanted a graphic theme, and I didn't know what else to do. No, actually, it started from those windows on the shed.
And those are from your
Those
attic
are
in
from
your
the
house.
attic. So you'll see little diamonds all over the place.
I want to talk about this. Again, you never fail to amaze me in what you can create. You created this fountain.
Yeah, I went to the Chelsea Flower Show in England one year, 2011, and they had these beautiful trees that were water fountains with pipes running through and the sound of rain. And so I wanted to do my own. So with my high school soldering skills and cutting out copper, I actually scanned one of these. These are all heucheras, coral bells.
Coral bells.
I actually tore off a leaf, I scanned it, and I blew it up into 3 different sizes, and then I cut the copper out of from that pattern to make the fountain.
All right, let's keep walking because we're not done yet, folks.